Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Ashley. It is time for my favourite video of the month, and that is my TBR game. So for my TBR game, I play a game called Get Me to the Show, because if you don't know, I love going to concerts, I love going to, just shows in general. So we have a board here. There is 5 categories at the bottom, and there will also be like a fail spot if I ever fail a TBR. So let me kind of go through this and then I'll see how I've done in February and move into March. So first off, we have the music note, and this is a musical artist. Basically, I choose a yellow prompt as an artist on it, and I need to find a book which fits a song that they have wrote in some way. So this is quite a nice one. It kind of leaves it open for a lot of interpretation from me. So yeah. Next we have goals. So this is just my goals and targets for the year, which is to get to 70% as a minimum on my NetGalley. I would like 80%, but I'm aiming for 70 as a minimum, and to read half of my purchase books from 2025 and my Christmas books. Next we have pink, which is just general prompts, so such as things like lowest rated, highest rated, LGBTQIA+, POC rep, general prompts. Next we have M, which is mood read, but I do need to choose it now. So yeah, that one, I can just choose anything I want. Also, I am sorry about my hair. I don't know what it's doing today. It's just decided to not cooperate at all. And then we have B for blue, and these are bookworm prompts. So if you know the readathon held by Merb, this is her readathon, and yeah, these are just the prompts from that for me to try and create and collect these Pokemon as I go. So those are the prompts. There is also, as I said, a fail spot if I do fail my TBR. But let's see how I got on with my February TBR before we decide if I win and my game stays the same, or if I failed and I need to add a spot to it. So in terms of February, I had 7 books to read. The first one I had was for the artist 17, who are amazing. I chose the song Darling, and for this I had The Rehearsals by Annette Christie. This was a romance book, basically about a couple who was the night before their wedding, and they keep having this Groundhog Day where they keep reliving it. I am currently reading this at the moment, so it will be finished before the end of the month, so this does count as a complete for me. Second row, we had goals, and for this one I chose a Christmas book I had, and one that was also for my Buzzwordathon, and that is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. I have read this, I did enjoy it. Don't worry, I am going to be hosting my wrap up very soon. It will have January and February, because I do know that I was unwell a lot of February. I don't know if you can still hear it in my voice. So yeah, wrap up will be coming with this. After that, we had, for row number 3, we had a failed TBR for 2024. I chose A Brother's Hawthorn. As I just mentioned, I was ill for a lot of February. I'm only just getting better and we're in the final week. So I've not had a chance to read this. I'm desperate to read this though, and I'm so annoyed that I failed in 2024 and 2025 so far. But that does mean it will be a fail spot on my TBR game. But hopefully I'll get another chance to read this soon. But we'll see soon. Number 4 was for Gumball Machine, and this was to read a book that features the 3 secondary colours on the cover. So for this one, I chose Storytime by Enid Blyton. As you can see, my bookmarks in there. I am about 60 pages in, I want to say. 56 pages in. This does have the three secondary colours on it, but I just have not been reading it all that much. This is just 23 children's stories, so I'm kind of reading it when I'm a little bit tired. I don't feel like kind of main reading. I'm kind of picking up a story or two. So this one is going to be kind of ongoing. I'm going to count this as a win. I should finish it in March, if not early April, but I'm just kind of reading a story when I don't really feel in the biggest mind space for reading, but I just want to kind of pick something up. So yeah, I'm enjoying this one though, like a lot, and it's really taking me back to my childhood, which is really nice. So yeah, this one does count as a win though. After this, we had a mood read. For this one, I chose Grim Tuesday by Gareth Nix, because I am reading this along with Cats and Camera. So yeah, I do actually need to read this. I've got some tabs in there because I do need to actually start this, but yeah, this one is one that I will be starting before the end of the month for definite, so I will count this one as a win. I'll probably get pushed over into March a little bit though, because I don't see me actually finishing it before the end of February, but I will be started. So yeah, this one is going to count as a win. After this, we had a mood read, and I chose K-Pop Idol Diaries Volume 1. This is basically about a girl who gets accepted into a K-pop group, and her kind of story along that till their debut. I enjoyed this. I need to definitely pick up the sequels. There is book 2 and book 3. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to pick those up as much as I can soon. And then role number 7 was Goals, and that was Anyone But Him by Rolani Collins. And this was an office romance, basically between her, and she goes on holiday with her boss over Christmas because they were both kind of not wanting to be alone really, and she was going to quit her job. So yeah, I read this one. I did have a fun time with it, and that was a nice one to get off my NetGalley as well. So with that though, as you see, I did fail because I did not read The Brothers Hawthorne. So yeah, in terms of what this means for my game, that does mean I need to add a fail spot to this board. So I'm going to be counting from there to there, and I'm going to do a number generator and see where my fail spot will go. All that means if I do land on the fail spot is that I need to read a fail TBR book. So if I land on it this month, the only book I do actually have for that is The Brothers Hawthorne. But if in March I do complete my TBR, I get to take that off. So yeah, let's jump into my first roll after seeing where this actually goes on my board. So we have 25 spaces on the board, so let's have a look. Space 24. Roll 1. That is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a mid read. So for my first roll, I did get a 4, and this did land us on mid read. So for this, I am going to be choosing my buzzword book. I let you guys vote for what book that should be. I will leave the picture of the scores here. But you did choose Such a Beautiful Thing to Behold by Umar Taraki. This is one that's just on my Kindle, so I don't really know what it's about. I do have my old phone here because I did get an upgrade really recently. So let's have a quick look what this is actually about, because I have no idea. All I know is it does have the word thing, or it's connected to the word some, so thing is allowed. So yeah, let's actually have a quick look. So an unexplainable sickness. A small town cut off from the world, an unexpected community of survivors forges a family out of despair, struggling against things unknown and unknown for survival and hope. A mysterious plague known as the Grey grips the small village of Pilam, which the world has quarantined without pity. Laying waste to Pilam's residents, the Grey saps its victims of strength, drains the colour from their eyes, and kills all promise from their last breath. Only the young are immune, but beyond the barricades and walls of soldiers, the manifestation of nature's terror, there are rumours of a cure. Dunca, the oldest son of a family reeling from the Grey, takes on the daunting task to leave Pilam to find that cure for his siblings and save them before it's too late. Okay. I do like dystopian books, so this definitely screams dystopian. I don't really know how it's going to be. For what I know, it is a standalone, so it could be good, it could be bad. It's under 300 pages as well, so I'll be really interested in seeing how this does actually develop as a book. I've heard no one ever talk about this book or even mention this book before, so I'm going in basically completely blind, except from knowing basically it's a dystopian and he's trying to find a cure for this plague. So with that, let's go to roll number 2. Roll number 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. That is a goals. Number 2 gave us goals and gave us a 3. So for this one, I was taking a look at my purchased books of 2025, including, I go from Christmas to Christmas, so it was bought just between the Christmas and New Year. So yeah, counts as my goal. But for this one really stood out to me, and that is Moonstone by Laura Purcell. I've heard, again, no one speak about this book, but when I saw it in Waterstones, I just fell in love with this cover, especially with the wolf. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this one. On the back it just says, "Don't misbehave, beware the moon, never go out after dark." I am assuming it's going to be werewolf based. I'm not really too sure. All it kind of says here is, following a scandal at the Vauxhall Pleasure Gardens, Camille is sent to the woods to live with her reluctant, reclusive godmother and her strange daughter Lucy. Cast out from polite society, she must learn to live by her godmother's strict rules. Camille has never met anyone quite like Lucy before, and as they grow closer and cross forbidden boundaries, strange things begin to happen. Mysterious deaths, claw marks raking the doors, and the nights are pierced by the howls of a creature that sounds almost otherworldly. Should Camille be more afraid of what's hiding in the woods or her own heart? That sounds amazing for me. I feel like it's going to be a very quick read. It might not be, but it just screams like it's going to be a quick read. It screams exactly what I'm kind of after at the moment as well, because I kind of really want just kind of like some paranormal romances. There's a certain book I'd love to get on my TBR this month that I will try and push on any way I can. So if I can, don't worry, you will see that appear. But I do need to kind of get in some books that fit my prompts first. So yeah, hopefully this one will be amazing. Again, it's under 300 pages, so hopefully it won't be too long of a time, especially as I am away again in March. I have 3 trips to England this month, so it's going to be, I read these when I'm at home and then try and get some ebooks in when I'm away from home. So I do need to kind of prioritise getting some ebooks in there as much as I can. So yeah, this one is a really, really good option for me for my second roll, I think, especially as it is calling out to me. But yeah, let's go to roll number 3. Roll number 3, 2, 1, 2, to the general pink prompt, and we have LGBTQIA plus rep. Okay, so roll number 3 gave us a 2 and we got a pink general prompt, and that was LGBTQIA plus rep. I feel like this is the only pink prompt I get, and I'm very confused because I have like over 50 different prompts and this one comes up all the time. So I think what I'm going to do is, I have nothing against LGBTQIA plus books at all, but I'm going to end up running out if this is the only one I pull. So I think I'm going to make sure that I don't reuse the prompts until I've finished my prompts that are there. So I'm just not getting the same ones over and over and over again. So yeah, I'll do that for the February ones as well, so that they're kind of not repeated, because I would like some other styles of books as well. But yeah, as I said, I got LGBTQIA plus rep. So for this one, as I said, I'm going away a little bit in March, so I wanted to try and find something that was on my Kindle, and I did actually find one that was on my NetGalley, so it's always good for me to kind of prioritise that, so I am happy with that. And I'm choosing Paul Murray on Trial. So this is book 2 in a series, but you can read this as a standalone. I've not read the first book, so I'll be going in completely blind, and as it said, it's fine as a standalone, so that's the way I'll be reading it. But this one says, a young Syrian needs treatment at a Warbridge hospital is seen by Phil Roberts, 1/4 of a gay polyamorous squad living in northeast England. The man in the doctor's life are Mike, Angels Ross Whitmore, and Wraith Ballin, who Phil grows closer to each day. Phil's trial is troubled. Is his patient in the UK legally? Who has caused his injuries? Is trafficking involved? As the foursome struggle to find out, hampered by the fact that Mike no longer a detective, cracks begin to appear in their relationship. Can 4 men be equals? Meanwhile, there are cracks of a different sort to deal with, and the job of doing so seems to fall exclusively on Mike's broad shoulders. I have no idea. I guess we're going to find out about this other man who came into the UK, the Syrian. I can't tell if this is going to be like a crime novel or if it's like a drama, or I'm not really too sure, but I'm excited to kind of jump into this. It is again short. It's under 300 pages again. Apparently under 300 pages is what I'm aiming for this month, unintentionally. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good time. Again, I've heard no one speak about this series or anyone talk about this, so it'll be interesting to kind of see what I think away from this, and just take another book off my NetGalley as well. So yeah, let's go into roll number 4. Roll 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. Music. We have Rise. Okay, roll number 4 gave us a 3. We're really not going far on this board anytime soon, so I hope I get some bigger numbers soon. I really need them. But for this, I did get Rise. I saw them last year and I'm seeing them this year, so I am hyped. For this one, I've decided to choose a song, Talk Sexy. I will leave a little clip here for you. As you see, it does say about basically stop thinking about what you want and then just kind of say it. For this one, this was a book I really have been in the mood for. I have been determined to get this in because last year I never read it and I've been in such a mood for it. And so I've chosen Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. If you know me, you know this is one of my favourite books ever. You can tell this is my really well read copy. So is my other copy. I need to get like newer, fresh editions. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping back into this. I really want to reread the whole series this year if I can. So if you don't know what this is, it's basically about this vampire named Edward Cullen who falls in love with Bella Swan, and we're basically seeing their romance kind of develop and how she kind of discovers about the vampires, etc. I personally love this. I'll be surprised if this is not another 5 stars for me, but I'm just really in the mood for it. And I think it's because I've been unwell. I just want a comfort read that I know inside and out. So this really should not take me long. It's over 400 pages, but I absolutely love the series. It's the first series I'd say that really got me back into reading. Like, I was reading before, but this made me like obsessed with reading again when I was a teenager. So yeah, definitely hyped to be jumping back into this. And in case you're wondering how this connects, well, he can't hear her thoughts, and so yes, to have her say what she wants to him and not keep everything in her head. It's a stretch, but I want this book in here, so I'm going for it, and I feel like this is the perfect place, so I don't have to try and squeeze it in later. So yeah, with that, let's go to roll number 5. Yeah, roll number 5. Roll 5 is a 1. I can't remember which way we go. Another mid-read. Okay, roll number 5 gave us a 1. We're really not moving on this board. I'm getting worried, especially because, as I said, I am going away a little bit this month, so I'm a little bit scared now. But it's fine. We did get a 1, which was a mid-read. So for mid-read, there is a book club sort of thing that I'm taking part in as part of a Patreon for Merb. The book for that is The Guest Cat, which is by Takashi Harade? I don't really know. It's Japanese. I am sorry, I do not know how to say the name. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this one. For that, it is due back at the library on the 5th of March. So I am wanting to try and get this done. Basically, it's my first book of the month, if I can. But for this one, it just says, a couple in their 30s live in a small rented cottage in a quiet part of Tokyo. They work at home as freelance writers. They no longer have very much to say to one another. One day, a cat invites itself from their small kitchen. She is a beautiful creature. She leaves, but the next day comes back again, and then again, and again. Now small joys accompany the cat, the days that have light and colour. Life suddenly seems to have more promise for the husband and wife. They go walking together, talk and share stories of the cat and its little ways, play in the nearby garden, and then something happens that will change everything again. So I'm really kind of excited to get to this one. I really do like Asian literature. I've been reading a lot lately of like Korean and Chinese, so it'll be really good to kind of delve more into Japanese literature as well. This is translated fiction, so I'm very much looking forward to jumping into this one, and hopefully it'll be a really good time. But again, I've heard no one speak about this before, so I'm going in basically blind, but it is again really short. It's 140 pages, so should fly through this, and I'm looking forward to delving in anyway. It's been a while since I've read something that is kind of like about a cat and just like general fiction, so I'm looking forward to jumping into this one. But with that, let's go to roll number 6. Roll number 6. 3. 1, 2, 3. Another general pink prompt. We has my initials for the author. Okay, so roll number 6 gave us a 3. Where are the high numbers at? I really need them now. But I did get a pink prompt, and that was has my initials, which is the author. Now, I have my name, and then I use a different name because my mum's initials is different from my dad's initials, which is fine. So I had to look under AS and AM, and really I had one book, so that was the only one I had that had the same initials as AM, which is Ashley Miller. So yeah, we are going to be doing that one. For this one, I have chosen Breathless by Amy McCulloch. This was actually again on my NetGalley, so perfect timing for me. It means that I'm getting another one off of that, but also increase my NetGalley score. So I'm going to slowly be getting up to 70% at this point. But in terms of this, I know it's a thriller, but I don't really know anything else. The top part of this just says a high altitude thriller that will take your breath away. Celie Wong is on her most dangerous climb yet, miles above sea level, but the elements are nothing compared to one chilling truth. There's a killer on the mountain. I don't want to read any more than that, but it sounds really isolating. I really like isolated thrillers. They're very much my thing in terms of thrillers. And also, I really do love like snowy atmospheres. So I'm hoping if it's on a mountain, it's going to be snowy and cold and things like that. I have heard good things about this. I've only heard that people have rated it highly. I've not heard anything else about it because everyone does not want to give spoilers for thrillers, because obviously then you know the whole story and it's not fun for anyone. So I've heard good things. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going to be a very, very good time for me. But it'll change up the pace a little bit as well, even though I feel like I've got a nice little mix so far. But yeah, let's go into our next roll and please be a higher number. Like, I really, really need it before this TBR just gets out of hand. So, okay, roll number 7. Roll number 7. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a blue prompt. We have lily pad. Pick a prompt from the leaf prompt list. Okay, roll number 7 gave us a higher number. We got a 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got a blue prompt, which is for Pokemon. And for this one, I got lily pad. So pick a prompt from the leaf prompt list. I will show you what all the prompts are here. But for this one, I did actually decide to go for a book you purchased in 2024. Now, I could have added the ones that were just between Christmas and end of the year, but I don't want to be doing that because for me that counts as my 2025 purchases. So a book that has actually been calling out to me a lot at the moment on my shelves is Song of the Six Realms, and I feel like this is a perfect time for this because I did purchase it last year. Also, look at this cover though. This cover is absolutely stunning. So I am going to be choosing this one. I don't really know too much about what it is. I know it is Chinese mythology inspired. As I said, I like Chinese, Korean, and I'm slowly trying to get into Japanese literature, so I'm looking forward to this one. But this one just says that Zhu, a talented young musician, has no past and probably no future. Orphaned at a young age, her kindly poet uncle arranged for an apprenticeship at one of the most esteemed entertainment houses in the kingdom. When her uncle is killed in a bandit attack, she is devastated to lose her last connection to a life outside her indentured contract. With no family and no patron, Zhu faces a lifetime of servitude until one night she is unexpectedly called upon to put on a private performance for an enigmatic Duke Meng. The young man is strangely kind and surprises Zhu with an irresistible offer. Serves a musician in residence at the manor for 1 year, and he'll set her free with her indenture. When the Duke whisks her away to his state, she discovers he's not just some country noble. He's the Duke of Dreams, one of the divine rulers of the celestial realm. The 6 realms are on the brink of disaster, and the Duke needs to unlock memories from Zhu's past, which could help to stop the impending war. But first, Zhu must survive being the target of every monster and deity in the 6 realms. That sounds amazing. I don't really know what to kind of go in expecting. Obviously, I've read the back part there, but I've heard actually no one speak about this book. I'm hoping it's going to be a good time. I feel like it's going to be a really fun kind of adventure sort of fantasy, but also I really love the fact that it's music based. If you know me, I love music based books. This one should come in really good for me, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting to this one. It's been calling to me on my shelf for the last month, so I'll probably be getting to this one sooner rather than later this month, which will be amazing. But with that, let's take a look at my next roll. Having a look at the board, I need 6 to complete. Anything lower than that, we'll have another roll. So maybe 1, maybe 2 rolls left of the game. But how this dice has been treating me lately, we might actually have more. But let's have a look. Let's see how it does for me anyway. Let's go into roll number 8. Roll number 8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A mirror at the show. Okay, I don't know what I did there, but roll number 8 gave us the 6. We are finished. We are done. Thank you. That means 7 books this month. Actually, I'm not all that disappointed with this. I've got a good couple ebooks in here because I am going away, as I said, and I like taking my Kindle when I'm away. So that should fill up those times. And then the times I'm home, I have another 4 physicals. But they're all very kind of different, so I'm very much looking forward to every single one of these. So yeah, that's basically how my stack is looking. I don't know my page count, so let me calculate and put up here what my page count will be, and then let's see how many pages that means I need to read a day. I'll also put that up here. But I feel like this is a very, very good stack. I've got some like romance in here, in terms of like Twilight is like a fantasy romance. I have some fantasy in here. I have a little bit of general fiction in here. I've got a thriller. I've got a really good mix of books, so I shouldn't get bored with any of them, to be honest, which I'm excited for. Hopefully that does mean I will complete my TBR this month, but as I said, I'm away, so hopefully that won't take in too much of my reading for other books, like my actual TBR, because this is the only one I'm going to be taking away with me. But yeah, that's everything for my TBR. I've read any of these books before? If so, do let me know what your thoughts are of them, and do let me know which one that you think I will enjoy the most, except from Twilight, because we all know I'm going to enjoy Twilight. I'm so hyped to give this a reread. But yeah, let me know what all your thoughts are, and comment down below if you think I will pass this month or fail this month. If you think I will pass, please do just leave a little heart. If you think I will fail, do the little crossbones emoji, for like dead, I guess. But yeah, that's everything from me. Thank you so much. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. There will be plenty more coming this month. Now I am kind of better, so do keep an eye out for that, but I will speak to you later. Bye guys.